All right, I want you guys to go support Piston Mike. Y'all go to the subscribe button. He at 480 right now. Let's get him to 1,000, 100,000, 500,000, million subscribers as soon as possible, bid. Let's help him put it down. Make sure you go over there and subscribe. If you like the Pistons, you want to support me, think about sending me a donation. Best way you can help me right now is go subscribe over to Piston Mike and go help him get his numbers up, putting in work, hard work, smart work, dedicated work, consistent work. So make sure you go over there and appreciate that work. So remember, the name is Piston Mike, and I have a link in the description. If you have a problem finding it on YouTube, it'll be under source link or Piston Mike channel link in the description. Peace. All right, man. Let's talk about Miles Bridges. Should the Detroit Pistons try to pursue Miles Bridges now instead of waiting on seeing if they can get him in free agency? Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. All right. He will be 24 in March, so shout out to him. So right now he's on the look at this contract. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Make sure you check me out on Spotify, Goodfella TV podcast, and Anchor. The same Goodfella TV podcast. All right, let's look at this contract. All right. So he would be eligible for a 5-year, $173 million contract with them. So he was eligible after last year. So he's a restricted free agent at this point, but he was eligible last year. And this year, we talk about his numbers, talk about his game, doing phenomenal. And obviously the Pistons have a log jam at that wing 2 guard 4 type of position, hyper position now in the league. They have a log jam there. You know, you talk about Grant, Jackson, eventually when Livers come back, Frank Jackson, Corey Joseph, Sadiq Bey, just to name a few of those, most of those guys right there. Kind of Trey Lyles, 4 or 5 type of guy. They kind of have a log jam at that position. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you getting him here. That means Jeremy Grant gonna have to move, you know, and that means, you know, maybe Bay will have to move. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you have to find a 4 in the draft. They think they'd be high enough to get a 4, or they'd be able to do something. But like I said before, you know, people say, why not just wait till he hits free agency? You know, the Charlotte can match any offer. So, you know, and do you want to pay him that much money? That's the question. Because you pay him and K gonna be your primary 1-2 scorers on the perimeter. So if you get Paolo or the Jabari cat, Jabari Smith, that'd be nice. You know, Shaq, worst case scenario, that'd be nice. You know, so then you still have to find something at the 5 that you can be, you know, that you can kind of be like, you know, that's cool. But, you know, at this point, you're looking to bring as much talent as you can. And right now, people not talking about how he probably could have been a snub on an all-star team too, with some of the numbers that he's putting up this season. So, you know, when you look at some of the things that he doing this season, he's a local guy. He's a Flint guy. You know, hour up in 75 North. You look at some of the things he's doing this season, it's phenomenal that the jump that he made. And sometimes you gotta get guys, you gotta be patient with some guy. Everybody develop differently. Now, if they horsing around and they being lazy, then that is what it is. But 19.8 points a game, 7-point rebounds, 3.5 assists, 48% from the field, 31.5 from three. Free throws is pretty good, 78.6. But this is the issue right here. A lot of guys that we look at, free agency, Bronson, Mitchell, a lot of these guys can't shoot. And right now, the Pistons need shooting. That's a fact. Cade is a good shooter. Bay is a good shooter. I mean, could you get away with Bay playing the 4? In some lineups, you could. But the shooting is the issue. So you can't give away a shooter like Bay, even though, you know, everybody's shooting kind of down this year. You can't give away a shooter like Bay and then be like, you know, bringing him. But him and K would be the scorers. And then almost, it's a pretty much priority. Then your 1 got to shoot. Your 4 got to stretch and shoot the floor. So I mean, with the Jimmy Grant trade, you just trying to satisfy a need. And right now, the biggest needs I think they need to satisfy just for the here and now is the 5 and the 1. As simple as that. That's the biggest need they need to satisfy, the 5 and the 1. Or a backcourt made for Kate. I think, like I said before, I seen the Trailblazers got finesse. I think it was just about dropping salary for the Trailblazers. And if I pair McCollum in the backcourt with Kate, a good veteran, fine with that. And he can shoot, he can play off the ball, play on the ball a little bit. The backcourt not undersized at all. McCollum like 6'3", K 6'6", still growing. That's fine. Then you look at other places where you need to improve at. You're probably gonna end up with a 4 if it's Shat, if it's Paolo, if it's Jabari, or you might end up, with Durham who a 5. So I mean, it's interesting. I think at this point, it almost has to happen that it has to be Paolo. And the chances of them getting the number 1 pick 2 years in a row, I doubt it. It damn near got to be Paolo or Jabari Smith, pretty much, or Shat. Big fella that can play the 4 right now, growing to the 5, or play the 4. You put a Jalen Smith or Mo Bamba. Now you can go after Mo Bamba in the offseason too. Or you could trade the Thunder first round to get Mo. So they got options. I think moves need to be made now. I think some of these moves need to be made now. And like I said, who they depend on, who they go with that 1 is going to be important to take a shoot. And that's why I say McCollum. And obviously with them trading McCollum, that's telling Lillard that, you know what, we probably about to trade you. So, I mean, I think Covington and Norman Powell showed that. So, I'll be calling to get CJ McCollum, see what I can send over there to get McCollum. If I feel that I know if I can turn around and I feel pretty confident about filling the 3 position, maybe I send Bay over there and do something else with Jeremy Grant. I mean, so they got options. If I feel like I can get Bridges, cool. But shooting is important for the Pistons. It is important. It's premium. Especially if you're bringing in, Jalen Bronson or Miles Bridges. It's a premium. One of those guys, Damian, it's a premium. Of course, they can shoot and be better. It's a premium right now. Because Cade and Bay is your 2 shooters and Olynyk, your 3 shooters. So, like I said before, you're going to get rid of Jeremy Grant. He's solid, you know what I'm saying? But I think at this point, they need a Seth Curry type of player, a McCollum type of player. They need a knockdown. I think in the draft, they end up stretching it. But like I said, Miles Bridges, almost sounds like he would be a luxury. Somebody that can go get a bucket. Somebody like K can go get a bucket. You know what I'm saying? 2 perimeter guys can get a bucket. Then what if you get Paolo? Go get it. So you got 3 guys that can get a bucket. But question is how they mesh defensively. And the mesh is if you go, Cade and Bridges, then it's shooting. Whoever your 1 is, damn near got to be a McCollum. And damn near got to be a Derek Fisher 3-and-D catch and shoot, or a guy that can run the offense and shoot. So I said, when you look at the guys that could be available, you talking about Colin Sexton, not Jabari, but Jalen Bronson, Davion Mitchell, DeJounte Murray, even, come this Sunday, this offseason, this in the summer, you're looking at a lot of guys who can't shoot. So like I said before, and with the philosophy that Dwayne Casey got, like, bro, it don't even matter if you can or can't shoot. You got to shoot threes. So you need somebody that can get out there and shoot. So, of course, I'm not saying that he can't improve, but they need shooters now. And that make Olynyk hard to trade. You need to shoot. And that made, K, you need to shoot. And Bay hard to trade. You need to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So some of the guys they got to replace with shooters. They was drilling the trade Rodney McGruder. Hell, you need shooters. So depending on what they do with Jeremy Grant, honestly, need shooters, regardless. The 5 don't have to shoot. A lot of people like the 5 to shoot, the center to shoot. But if you say, okay, I go out there right now, I know I got Cade and Bay gonna be my guys to be the staples, right? I'm fine. But then again, I say you take Paolo or Jabari Smith, or Jabari Smith can shoot the ball pretty well. Let's look at see kind of where Paolo's shooting it at. B. Taylor said he the mailman. I haven't seen too much of him. Let's see what he's shooting at. So he don't shoot the 3 particularly well in the college. So he, so you probably say, yeah, that probably, I think he get better shooting the 3. But whatever. Let's say you go Jabari Smith, he can shoot the ball. All right. And then, Jalen Smith can shoot the ball. You go into so in that situation, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, man, Troy Weaver got a lot to think about here. If you go after him, that means that, you exhausted your options for Jeremy Grant. Mitchell didn't work from Sacramento, or Bagley didn't work in Sacramento. And it's still early. It's coming down to the wire, but you couldn't send him somewhere and get a 1. You couldn't send him somewhere and get a 5. You couldn't acquire 5. So I think the worst case scenario is the Pistons stand pat. Even guys you could dump off like Josh Jackson, Frank Jackson, Rodney Magruder, get something for him. His second round picks in 2057, get something for him. You're going to have to shade the fat off the team anyway. But like I said, the target should be at the trade deadline. Mo, Jalen Smith, Mitchell, Davion Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, CJ McCollum should top that list. That's who they should be going at. McCollum is perfect guy who been in and out the league. Been a little health issues, with his foot through over his career, so that might be something that scared him away. But perfect guy to be in the backcourt with Cade. They 6'3", 6'2", 6'6". I just like the way he can play with the ball, without the ball, move without the ball, kind of give you some Rip Hamilton vibe, mid-range shooter. I think he'd be perfect, bro. Bay can shoot, he can shoot, and no matter what you do at the 5 or the 4. So then you can say, you know what, we prepared to take Paolo. He'll get better as a shooter. We can just put him at the 4 and let him go. So like I said before, worst thing they can do is stay packed. At least shave the fat off the team. But I will wait till the offseason to try to acquire Miles Bridges. Yep. I will wait till the offseason to try to acquire Miles Bridges. If I can get him, I can get him. If I gain, I gain. If they match, they match. It's simple as that. If they match, they match. So that's what I would be doing. I would be waiting until the offseason, even if they try. So we'll see kind of where it kind of fall at, man, when the chips fall. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. Go live or drop a video. Want to financially support the channel? Cash App $sign CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Other than that, check the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist out. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. You can check my main channel out right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV. More sports, music, news, and entertainment. Appreciate the love and support. Check out the live stream we did with the Lions last night. Appreciate you girls and guys. Peace.